Collective. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back, baby. What's up? How you doing, my loves? Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Okay, so today we're going to go into the Deviant Moon Tarot, the Messy Truth Oracle, and we have the Keepers, the Guardians of the Elements, and the Crystals. Okay, that's what I have for us this evening, and that's an oracle. So we got two oracles. All right, if you give me just a second, I'll pull up the chat. I was doing my finishing up the last little bit of my my vision board today. Okay. Hey, Jamie. Okay. Hey, Jamie Lee Ann. How you doing, Jamie Lee Ann? Linda Wolf, Sally Rhodes, Bethany Elliott, Kelts the Star Seed. Welcome to the channel, sweetheart. How are you? Welcome, everybody. Okay, so we're going to be going, like I said, into the Deviant Moon Tarot. We're going to go ahead and we're going to see what's in the energy for tonight's read. I hope y'all having a really good day today. Well, you had a really good day. Tomorrow, I normally do the, I've been starting doing the all signs on Saturday. I have to pick up my daughter around 4 o'clock. So I might end up doing the all signs on Sunday afternoon as opposed to Saturday afternoon. It all depends on what time, because we still have to do the collective. Okay. At 9:30. So I don't know what I should do, if I should start it earlier so I can be done in time. But I really prefer like around 3-ish, because it's not too early for everybody when I picked around 3:30 in the afternoon. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Ooh, my nose is already, ooh, it's just itching so bad. Ooh. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. No announcements today. Somebody said, I was watching somebody else's channel. They said, thank you, Linda, for the 100 jewel. Somebody said, I guess it's what, retrograde? I don't know. All I know is I've been real tired, like unusually tired. Like I've been sleeping a lot, and it's bothering me. It's bothering me. Because I feel like, you don't sleep like, child. You said yes. She said it is. Oh, okay. All right, let's see what's in the energy. Holy Spirit, what's in the energy for the collective? Starting off with the High Priestess here in reverse. The Strength is in reverse. What's going on? Judgment in reverse. Justice is in the upright. Nine of Swords in reverse. Somebody did not, that's the High Priestess. It came in reverse. Sorry. Strength in reverse. These are a little bit different. Deviant Moon. Judgment in reverse. Justice is the only one in the upright. Hello, Cindy. Nine of Swords is in reverse. All right, so let's talk about it. Here with the High Priestess here in reverse. It's looking to me like somebody did not use their intuition about a situation that was going to throw them off. Here with Strength in reverse. So it's almost like, you see how she's standing on that checkerboard floor. So this was like not the smartest move somebody did. It's almost like they moved impulsively, and this move caused them to put themselves in a position where they actually kind of put themselves in a position to be hurt or weakened, to be ungrounded. Okay, now what did they do? It has something here with Judgment in reverse. Maybe there was a situation where someone could have shown mercy. Now, Judgment is all about showing somebody Judgment is like retribution. Can you give me retribution? Can you show me mercy? This is a time where, you're put in positions sometimes where we can share or we could help another. Somebody chose to be merciless at a time where they could have shown mercy. And in doing that, they didn't see that it was going to have some sort of effect on their ability to stay grounded, with strength here in reverse. Okay, how you doing, Edwin Poole and Jessica? Hello, welcome to the channel. So, I think that what ended up happening here was with the High Priestess in reverse, strength in reverse, judgment in reverse. Like I said, it looks like somebody moved impulsively to leave somebody. They may have even left somebody ungrounded and they just didn't show mercy. But what ended up happening was justice is here. Now, with justice means something has to be corrected. The universe is going to pay something back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not, some people call it karma. You know what I'm saying? Justice is whatever you put back, whatever you put in the world is what you get back. You reap what you sow. So here with justice in the upright, there has been a judgment call, and something here ended up where someone is actually stress-free, while another person is like ungrounded. So let's break it all down. Let's see what's going on. Hey, Saint Pigeon. Let's talk about the High Priestess here in reverse. Hello, Madeline. High Priestess in reverse. Justice in reverse. We have the Star here in the upright, the Seven of Cups here in the upright, and the Six of Pentacles actually came in reverse. There was a situation where someone had a lot of options. Lots and lots of options here with the Seven of Cups. Now, Seven Cups here, someone had more than enough when you have options. And so here with Star, this is somebody who could show hope. You are in the position where someone can look up to you. The star, you're the star. You know how like they say, I'm wishing on a star. Right? Y'all know that song? To follow where you are. Y'all know that song? How you doing, Bit by Charlie? So it's like you're wishing on a star. So that's hope. I'm wishing on this person to come in and show me something. Well, I don't know. Let me see. And I wish on all the dreams that I see. Yeah, it's like you make a wish. Like, oh God, if I could just make one wish, I wish this. Somebody was looking at you as hope. Whoever this is who moved impulsively, they had the option. Someone was looking at them as hope, and they knew this. And this person had another side to them. The person that was being looked at as hope. So it's like on one side, they were showing themselves to be one way. But there's another side to this person that was very dark. So it's like they're showing you one thing in your face, but behind your back, they're showing you something else. Now, what are they showing you behind the something else? They're very greedy, this person. This is the Six of Pentacles. This is somebody who could have showed you some sort of form of equal reciprocity. But here with it being in reverse, this is someone who decided, see how he's holding the pentacles back from her. And it's almost like somebody wanted to see you beg. Beg me for this. And even in begging, it looks like the answer is no. I'm not going to show you equal reciprocity. I'm not giving you anything. Yes, I do have it to balance you out, but I'm not giving it. Strength is in reverse. So somebody left somebody very, very ungrounded. Let's talk about what's going on here. Okay. Hello, SC6975. Welcome to the channel. Okay. Let's talk about strength here in the upright. Strength in reverse. Strength in reverse. Please, Holy Spirit, what do you have for strength in reverse? We have the Seven of Pentacles is here in the upright, and right underneath it was the Hierophant. King of Wands. Whoever this is, they're in a position of leadership. This is someone who normally gets a lot of attention, but that has nothing to do with it. This is somebody who basically, if you're in a position of leadership, and this is Leo energy here. So we have Taurus is already out here. Aquarius is out here. Taurus, Leo, or it could be any fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Heavy though on the Leo. We also have Scorpio. Scorpio, no, excuse me, not Scorpio, Libra, double Libra, double Libra. Okay. Now let's talk about this. So somebody's in a position of leadership. Now, this is someone who you were clearly partnered with the Hierophant, but the way that this Hierophant is, someone's money was coming in extremely slow, like a slow bleed. You know, here when things are like at a slow bleed, it's like you got money constantly going out, and eventually it's going to hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't stop the bleeding, eventually it ain't nothing gonna be left. Okay, see how the tree is bleeding out? So it's like their money, some money was going slow, but it was almost like more money going out than coming in. Now, there is a partnership here, but here, more so than a partnership, I'm getting here with the Hierophant, someone was almost like praying for help. See how he has his hands together? So their way of being strategic was to come to someone and ask almost to please show mercy on me since you are in a position of leadership. Someone decided absolutely not. Judgment, where they could have blew the horn to resurrect someone. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to help you. Hello, Fami Chosen One Thomas. Hello, Javier. Welcome. And thank you, Linda Wood, for the 100 jewel. Okay. Did I miss anybody else? Divine Mother Goddess, welcome to the channel. Okay. All right. So, and Martin, what's up, Boo Boo Bear? What's up? All right. So, we're going to talk about the judgment here in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Judgment in reverse is being clarified by the King of Pentacles, and it came in reverse. Someone was being really, really selfish at a time when they are definitely having quite a lot of money. This is someone who could have helped you come out of chaos and conflict. So there was a lot going on. There's a lot of chaos and conflict. You may have had so much going on, but they're definitely in a position where they have more than enough. More than enough, but they're acting very selfish and they're going to leave you. So this is them. They could help you come out of chaos and conflict, but here with the devil here in the upright, someone has chosen to use this as an opportunity to be controlling. Okay, so instead of showing mercy, I'm going to pull the strings and I'm going to affect you in ways. So in other words, they're being toxic. They're being very toxic, acting kind of karmic, sneaking behind your back, doing stuff. You may not have known that this person was doing that, but see, anytime somebody's playing the devil in your life, or, you know, playing God, as we say, some people like to call it, it's like they're not trying to be blatantly obvious with it. So this is somebody who's behind the scenes, pulling the strings on your life, trying to make you control you, because you're in a situation where you're vulnerable. And so this is how they want to do you. Justice is in the upright. Let's see what happens here with justice. Hello, Xavier and Shonda Dahl. Welcome to the channel. E Factor, welcome. All right, so let's talk about justice. What's going on with justice? Now, the interesting thing about justice is somebody had an opportunity, and I'm thinking here, because there's two swords, they had at least two opportunities that came across where they could have did the right thing. See how she's holding two swords? Normally justice only has one, and justice has to do with truth. So there's two times where somebody could have told the truth. And it looks like they also had the keys that can unlock somebody's doors. But instead, they tried to strong arm someone and step on them instead of showing justice. Let's talk about justice. What's going on with justice? Hello, Justice. 7235. Justice in the upright is being clarified by the 9 of Pentacles here in the upright. The 3 of Pentacles is in the upright, and the Knight of Swords is in reverse. This is someone who had 9 Pentacles. This is someone who is not really codependent right now. This is somebody who is independently rich. They have enough. This is definitely somebody who is doing very, very well for themselves. A single energy that has a lot. 9 of Pentacles is a lot for one person. So this is someone who is doing really, really, really well. Now, notice though that this 9 of Pentacles is wearing a mask. Interesting. This is someone who you thought was your partner, but maybe you didn't realize that they were wearing a mask. In other words, I don't need you, and you may think that I'm here to scratch your back. Everyone's scratching each other's back here. You know, at the Three of Pentacles, I want to work with you to build money. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. We're all working together to make money. But see, a Nine of Pentacles energy doesn't really need you to make money. They already have it. They're independent. So this is a time where you're trying to make money with someone. And I'm going to be honest with you, they had more than ample opportunity, but here with the Knight of Swords, and that's the Knight of Swords, it's in reverse. Instead of them coming through and working with you to help you with a pinnacle situation, remember, it said that they were the Six of Pentacles. There was no equal reciprocity. So this is someone who was moving really, really slow when they knew the truth about your situation. They also had the keys and the means to help, but they're moving at a snail's pace to help you. Why? Because they were trying to be toxic. They just wanted to, like, you see how he's tippy-toeing? Like, they're tippy-toeing, being real sneaky, real conniving behind your back here with the Devil. Now, Nine of Swords. You may have been really, really, really stressed out. A lot of stuff on your back, losing sleep, not really knowing what else was going to come up on you financially. Let's talk about this Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay. Hey, JP the God, what's up? How you doing? Okay. Let's talk about the Nine of Swords here in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse is being clarified by the Hangman in the upright. The King of Cups is in the upright. And the Seven of Swords here is in the upright. So let me talk about this. Someone is in the position of where they could show loving kindness. The King of Cups is someone who is in a position, like I said, loving kindness. This is someone who you definitely can talk to. They're supposed to be the perfect father figure. This is someone who could show you love. I don't know a lot. My lips still feel a little dry. My lipstick is matte. Anyway, excuse me. Trying to put on just a little bit, but I don't want to change the color of my tube. Excuse me. Okay, better. That feels so much better. All right. So this is somebody you were probably talking to, telling them all about your stresses. And for the Nine of Swords to be reversed, this person probably gave you comfort that, yeah, baby, I got your back. Of course, darling. Oh, yes. You know, a King of Cups is loving. They're kind. This is someone who you're being very, very vulnerable with. So for you to feel stress-free, I know for whoever this is, you are out here telling them all the stuff you're going through. They're reassuring you. This is someone who is probably promising you help and so forth and so forth. So you're not expecting that someone is going to leave you caught up. Hangman. Like, and you're wondering, see, and there's a timer on his foot. So it's like you think that someone really understands the timing of your situation. If I don't have XYZ by this time, things are I'm going to get really caught up in a situation that, you know, I'm not, it's like being trapped in a situation. And so you're telling this King of Cups, and he's in the upright. So he's acting very understanding of this. So you're not expecting the Seven of Swords. You're not expecting the Seven of Swords. This is someone who's being very manipulative, acting behind your back. You're not expecting your King of Cups to start slowing down. Somebody that you've been vulnerable with, that you've expressed what's going on. Listen, anytime people start talking about their finances, that is not easy for a lot of people to talk about, especially when things are hard. A lot of times people do not like people all up in their business. So for you to even share with whomever this is that, hey, I'm going through something, I really could use the help. That said a lot. And for this person to ignore that and then slow down and be manipulative and do stuff behind your back and act like the devil when they're in a position of leadership and they can help you, this is not a good look. And there goes Holy Spirit. Did you see that light that came up and went over my head? This is not a good look. How you doing, Jonathan? So this is not a very good look that somebody was able to slow down and act very devilish, very manipulative, doing things behind your back, pretending like they're your friend, but then dropping you when you needed them most. Okay? Very slow acting. Oh, yes, honey, I know. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes, I love you. I got your back. Yes. And then you're like, okay, they understand what time. So you're not stressed out at all because it's showing the Nine of Swords. So I can see you're not stressed because you're thinking they understand what time it is. They're telling you they have your back. Okay, so I'm not in this alone. So you're not as stressed because you feel like this is someone who understands you. So you're letting your guard down. You're understanding, okay, I don't have to stress out because my person has my back. Okay? So let's see here. All right, so let's go. What else you have for us, Holy Spirit? So we have the Five of Swords here is in reverse. Ooh, that jumped. The Ten of Swords here is in reverse. The Eight of Swords is in the upright. Lots of sword energy. Lots of mental anguish going on here. Lots of sword energy. I don't know what's going on. What is going on? So we definitely have Cancer also out here, you guys. Besides heavy on the Libra. I think I told y'all that earlier. We also have that Knight of Swords. That's my Aquarius. So heavy on the Aquarius. Let's see. We need two more. I'm doing good, baby. Oh, Jonathan. Oh my goodness. Hello, Earth 2100. I'm so sorry to hear that, baby. The Nine of Wands is here in reverse and the Nine of Cups in the upright. Okay. Okay. We got double nines. Then we have 8, 9, and 10. Okay. 8, 9, and 10, double nines. Okay. So let's talk about this. Some of y'all could be seeing 9, 9, or you could be seeing 10. Let's talk about the Five of Swords. So this is someone who, at some point, you thought that with the Five of Swords, that they were, if they had not come in and not had your back, you were expecting them to, at some point, come in and maybe explain to you here with the Five of Swords. So Five of Swords came in reverse. Why did they leave you like this? What was going on with them? You're expecting them to come back and apologize for not having your back, especially if this is someone who had sold you hope. Right? Oh, I'm the King of Cups. I got your back. So you're expecting this person to come back who didn't show you reciprocity. At some point, they're going to apologize for what they did, right? They're going to come back, apologize. Them being late did put me in the Ten of Swords. It hurt. It hurt like hell. I'm in a box. I'm feeling squeezed, like the walls are caving in. I'm being hurt all over. But here with the Ten of Swords, surely they're going to come and they're going to take the swords out of my back because my person is a King of Cups. They're loving, they're kind. I'm pretty sure they have an excuse for why they're not out here rescuing me. This is how you're feeling, right? You know what I'm saying? Okay. I understand, Jonathan, Ramon. Okay, so here it is with the Eight of Swords here in the upright. This is someone who you're wondering, like, what is going on? You know, you're expecting them to come back, apologize. You don't want to believe that your person would purposely put you in a mental prison. That someone would have used you, sucked up all your energy, and left you out here playing in like the devil in your life. Like, you don't want to believe this about your King of Cups, whoever your friend is. And your friend could have been a water sign, doesn't have to be. It could be any of these signs. This is Capricorn with this devil. You know what I'm saying? And then I already told y'all heavy on the Leo, but it could be any of my fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. So here it is. This is someone, or even Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but heavy on the, definitely heavy on my Libra. Very heavy. It's like 3 placements of Libra out here. All right. So anyway, back to my point. So my point being that this is someone who you don't want to believe that they're the devil, that they will purposely put you in a mental prison. Why would they do that? Surely, this is someone who, with the Knight of Swords, you don't want to believe that this person would, be slow and leave you in a vulnerable position. It's almost like, when people show you who they are, you want to believe it. So when you believe how a person is, they show you one thing. This is what you want to believe. So sometimes, depending on how much you know about a person, you will never subscribe to them that they could sometimes be the devil in your world. You don't want to believe this about this person. Clearly, you thought this person was a good person. But now you're seeing like there must be a reason. So you're giving them the benefit of the doubt that they're going to come back and take the swords out of your back. They're not going to leave you in a situation where you're being stabbed all over and being hurt. Oh, no, my person would never. Yeah, they know I'm in a mental prison about, it looks very suspicious. But here with the 9 of swords in reverse, you're thinking that, hey, I'm in a vulnerable position and this person has their personal wish fulfillment. You don't want to believe that their personal wish fulfillment would ever be to do stuff behind your back and hurt you. They're the King of Cups. Why would they, what motivation would they have to hurt me? This is what you're wondering. Why would this be their personal wish fulfillment? So you want to believe that they're going to come back and help you. You don't want to believe that they would purposely wish harm on you. Purposely do stuff behind your back. Purposely want you to swallow swords. Putting you in a vulnerable position where you're unprotected. Not this person. So this is someone you put a lot of faith in, a lot of trust in. You felt like this was really your friend or your lover. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to believe the worst of the worst. No, man, I know them. This is what you're probably telling yourself. I know them. If they did this, it does look effed up. I cannot lie. What they did, but I'm pretty sure I know them so good that I know they're going to come back. They're going to tell me it's this, that, and the other. You don't want to believe that you have a hidden enemy. Nobody wants to believe that. Nobody wants to believe that they have a hidden enemy. Not when you feel like your person is really a sweetheart. My person's a sweetheart. They love me. They got my back. I could talk to them about anything. I have poured my heart out. We're thick as thieves. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to believe this about this person. Page of Cups is out here in the upright. Whew. It's not looking good. It's not looking too good. Page of Cups here in the upright with the 6 of Swords. You're thinking that, okay, Page of Cups, 6 of Swords, Queen of Cups, 2 of Wands in reverse, Hermit in the upright. You kept thinking someone's going to come back and apologize, but then it's like, but the more you expect them to come, what's being shown to you is that they're being very emotionally immature. This is somebody who is not giving you a whole lot of emotion. They're not like you're expecting more from them. And they're being really standoffish, cold. They're not showing a lot of emotion. And you're like wondering what's going on. Okay, you're not showing me a whole lot of, like you feeling me. You see what I'm saying? This is somebody who is there, but then you're like, but it's not. You see what I'm saying? It's there, but it's not. So it's like, you keep thinking, they're going to come back. They're going to take the swords out of my back. Okay, maybe right now they're not feeling it. It's not their situation. It's mine. And even though they were really understanding before, people have their own stuff going on. So this is you rationalizing. Maybe they got their own stuff. And this is why they're giving me such little emotion. They're acting kind of cold. Like they don't really care about what I'm going through. But they normally show up as a King of Cups. But right now they're showing up as a Page of Cups. And maybe if they have their own. So you know how you just start rationalizing. Maybe they got their own problems. So this is why I'm not getting as much emotion. They're going to come back and make stuff right. You will still believe that somebody. Now, if you go airborne, this means that you're going to move faster in the air than you are on water. So you think that somebody's going to quickly come in and make it right. They're going to come in and make it peaceful, taking those swords out and show you some loving kindness with the Queen of Cups. This person loves me. And right now, I just know them well enough to know that this is not how they normally behave. So if they're behaving very cold, there has to be a reason. And I just need to be patient. And they're going to come and they're going to explain stuff and they're going to show me love. They're going to be right back sweet. So you're expecting your person who had left you in a mental prison and knowing you're freaking out, you're expecting them to come back because you don't know, apparently, that they're the devil. It looks suspicious, but you don't want to believe that. So you're still thinking that they're going to go back to being a sweetheart. Yeah, they might be acting like a page, but it's got to be something going on. It's got to be. They're going to come back. They're going to apologize for making it look the way that it looks funny. But they're going to apologize for it. This is when you think that somebody is not out here trying to purposely win at all costs. They're going to come back and apologize, and everything will be just fine. They're going to come in. They're going to show me love. Well, you're in this very vulnerable position. This person's moving very, very slow. It's the Knight of Swords here in reverse. The person who was supposed to have your back told you that they were going to, I scratch your back, you scratch my back, we scratch each other's back. We're going to have each other's back. We're going to build pinnacles where they're moving real slow. You're in this very vulnerable position. You're the two of wands is in reverse. You can't move forward. You don't even know how you're going to move forward if they don't come back. You're in a very vulnerable position, but you're not trying to push this person because you still believe they love you. Oh no, they're coming. They're coming. They know I'm in a very vulnerable position. They know I don't have everything I need right now. They know that I don't have anybody. You're in the hermit. You might be by yourself. And they know that. They know I don't have anybody. They know I pretty much stay to myself. They're not going to leave me like this. You don't want to believe that somebody's personal wish fulfillment is to leave you out here with nothing. This person ain't got no clothes on. With one fish. You don't want to believe that this person would leave you out here alone with nothing. In hermit mode? Why would they do that? Why would anybody do that to me? Right? They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't wish this on me. My person loves me. They love me. Hey, Brandon. Welcome to the channel. Hello, Lindell Anderson. Okay, Ebb and Flow. What's up, baby? All right, so let's see. Hello, Kensu G. Welcome. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Benny, F City, and Romel. Oh, that's 2 cards. What's this? Oops, I rolled over it. Sorry. All right, so we have the King, the Knight of Cups here in the upright. Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. Let's do it like this. Ooh-wee! Not looking good, y'all. It's not looking good, collective. That's all I got to say. It's not looking good. Tower. Benny F City and Romel Ellington, welcome to the channel. 3 of Cups is in reverse. One more. And the Emperor is in the upright. You're expecting this person to not listen. They might be showing very little emotion, but that's just right now. I know right now they're acting like a Page of Cups, like they're just emotionally unavailable, but normally they're a King or Queen of Cups. This is somebody who they focus on loving me. They listen to me. They love me. They're going to come in. My person is my knight in shining armor. They're coming. This is what you're saying to yourself. They're coming. They're going to apologize. Go make it right. They love me. They're supposed to come back and make peace, right? Quickly. They know that I need their help quickly. They're supposed to be rushing in, coming towards me to make peace, to get the swords out my back. Until you realize Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. They're not coming. They're not coming. I need a new financial start, and they're not coming. And now you're starting to have a tower about the person that you thought loved you so much. And now I'm going to be honest with you. Look at her face. Let me cover up these weird boobs. You see her face? Whoa, the knowledge. Like you're just feeling like this is too much. This is too much. The knowledge of all of this is like, I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming. See, the darker side of her eye is closed. You didn't see it coming. You weren't able to see what was going on in the shadows. And so you did not see, what did you not see coming? That your person was the devil. That they were toxic, karmic, that they were planning on doing this to you. And the person that you love had set you up to experience a tower. They wanted everything to fall out from up under you. The knowledge of this probably hurt. That your person does not have your back. Your person has left you out here as the Three of Cups in reverse. It's coming back to bite you in your ass. That you put so much trust in this person, who is definitely in the position to provide. But they're also in the position of playing very strategic with your life. And this is going to be a hard pill for somebody to swallow. That their person strategically put themselves in a position to be the emperor. And maybe you even helped this person. I don't know. It hasn't come out that you helped this person become an emperor. But they're looking over their shoulders, though they know something's coming for them. You only look over your shoulder when you know you did something. What you looking over your shoulder for? Unless you're expecting something to come back. This is somebody who was doing this on purpose. It was very strategic. You had no idea that this person was getting ready to step on you. Step on all the stability. See, red represents stability. Somebody stepping on it. Putting that thing on there. You can't move. Your person did this to you. They purposely left you out here naked and alone in the hermit mode. You don't want to believe it. Don't nobody ever want to believe it. How you doing, Megan? Hello, apples are delicious. Welcome to the channel. King Copa. What's up, boo? Hello, Slush TV. How are you? This is a lot. This is a lot. I'm not trying to trigger anybody, especially you, Jonathan. I'm not trying to trigger you. Okay, Jonathan's going through a lot, y'all. Please pray for Jonathan. Hello, Brenda Fletcher. We have the Six of Cups here in reverse. You've been knowing this person for a long time. Some of y'all may have known this person since childhood. Don't have to be, but you definitely known this person for a good long time. And with the Six here of Cups, this is someone who you always thought would show you loving kindness. Y'all go way back. But here with the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Cups in reverse, you're realizing that your knight in shining armor is not coming in to rescue you. Your knight in shining armor is actually very disloyal. They're giving you hate. They're giving you pain. They're giving you despair because they know how delicate your situation was and they're dragging their feet. They're definitely dragging their feet. How you doing, Gonzalo de Jesus? How are you? All right. So we got the Six of Cups here in reverse. King of Swords is in reverse. You're realizing that this person is a criminal mastermind. They set you up. I don't know when it clicked for you, but it did click for you that this was a setup. King of Swords in reverse. That your person was moving like a criminal mastermind to not give you a brand new start. They just worried about getting away, moving towards their peace, as far away to keep the peace. They try to get as far away from you as possible when you were going through the Ten of Swords. Okay, they're trying to get away. Thank you, Earth, for the 6-7. Hello, Vincent Ortega. How are you, baby? Okay, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. This is somebody you thought loved you. You're realizing that this person does not love you at all. Two of Cups came in reverse, and therefore now you're having a full-blown tower. I thought you loved me. You don't love me. Now it's somebody's having a tower. You realize now you're going, nothing was ever going to get off the ground. This person played like they was your friend. Oh, yeah, we're going to be celebrating. I'm going to come in. I'm going to help you. Yes. And then it was like, no, no. You was moving on thin ice, putting all your trust in this person in the first place. You didn't know that at the time, that you were skating on thin ice, believing that this person had your back like this. Okay. Hello, Tyreek. What's up, Judah? This person left. They took their money and left. And now you realize that this was the plan all along. Make you think that this was your friend. Make you think that this was your lover. And then they just threw their hands up like, I don't give a damn about you, and just walked off and left. This is really sad. Thank you, JP. I'm going to pin your message for the reading. I appreciate it. Empress is in the upright. Queen of Wands is in reverse. Three of Wands is in the upright. Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Four of Pentacles is in the upright. Clarify the Empress. This is what I thought. I thought it, but thank you. Clarify the Queen of Wands, please. Hello, the Real B Muse. What's up, Evie Eve? Triptide, how you doing, baby? We got the 10. Ooh, 8 of Wands, the Fool. All of this for this one card. Death is in reverse. The World. Okay, let's start here. We got the Empress in the upright. You're realizing that something, if I'm not this person's person, well, who is? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The fact this person's an emperor and you thought it was going to help you and I guess what, elevate you back to your status, you may have thought that this was your twin flame or a soulmate. You've been knowing this person for a while, so you really don't want to believe that this person is like this. But come to find out, this person was in the Two of Swords. They had a decision to make. You did not know that they were having a hard time making a decision about a partner. And that this person was out here getting attention from someone else. They may have also got this someone else pregnant. Empress. This is somebody who's not making a decision about who they want to be partners with. They're getting a lot of attention from an Empress. This may be someone they got pregnant. Queen of Wands is in reverse. This is someone who's a bit on the looser side. This is a whore. I'm just calling it what it is. So what is being communicated to you when this person went towards this person? It looks like they got with somebody who was not you. Elevated this person to Empress. May have gotten them pregnant. They had somebody was giving them a lot of attention. This person was getting a lot of attention with the Six of Wands. Lots of attention from others. And so this was making it hard, like I said, for them to decide who they wanted to be with. Lovers. They was definitely having sex with whoever this is. Definitely. This is someone who they was hoeing around with. 8 of Wands. They're sending you a message loud and clear when you find out that they basically got some side person pregnant. The message coming in loud and clear is that you and this person are not going to have the new start that you thought. So when you were expecting this person to come back and rescue you, right? But come to find out, death is here. This is somebody who is stepping on you because they're expecting with someone else. So the whole time you thinking they're coming back, but they're not. And the reason you know you're not is because Knight of Wands out here. This is somebody who is very sexually impulsive. They are definitely connecting with other people sexually. See how they literally became one with this big beetle here. And this is when it dawns on you. Ding, 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 ding. The relationship is over. World is here in the upright. It's over. World, it's over. All right? Now, 3 of Wands here is in the upright. You are now understanding why, okay, this person was waiting. See, you knew that you thought that we were waiting on divine timing on this person to come back. But see, they weren't. You're realizing why you kept waiting on divine timing. They're coming back. They're going to make it right. No. This person has other ships that they're waiting, or more money or things they're expecting to bloom. The wheel is definitely turning in their favor. And now you're understanding on why things between you and this person never got off the ground is because there is somebody else. And it looks like the Queen of Wands and the Empress is the same person. And then here with the 4 of Pentacles, this is someone who it was just a matter of time before they upped and left, stole all the pentacles. They kept looking over their shoulder like they was expecting you to lose your shit. Notice even the Emperor looking over his shoulder. It's like there's something here where people kept looking over their shoulder like they're nervous. They're trying to get away fast. So fast they don't even have all their shoes. Maybe they didn't take all their stuff. I got to hurry up. I got to go because I got to leave before a collective catches on to what I'm doing. I got to go. Come on, we got to go. We got to go. And so them and the person that they were messing with had taken all the money and was trying to run off. Now, just to be sure, I believe these two are the same. Is the Empress and the Queen of Wands the same person? I believe so. Double confirmation. Is the Empress and the Queen of Wands? Yes, they are the same person. They are the same person. So what's going on here? So it looks like the Queen of Wands in reverse got pregnant. And see, it makes sense too, because if he got, or she, if it's a she or he, because there's no gender in tarot, whoever got pregnant, it was just a matter of time. See, this baby was supposed to ensure good luck. And then these two can take off with the money. They don't have to give you anything. They could just throw, I don't owe you nothing. 8 of Wands is here in the upright. Queen of Swords is in reverse. You're now getting information is coming in about the Empress that this person has been lying to you about who they've been with and who this person is. LaShonda! Hey, girl! What the heck? Where you been? Thank you for your blessings, sweet pea. Hello. LaShonda, where have you been forever in the moon? We ain't seen you since 2025, like October. Hello, sweetness. Well, thank you for your $100 super chat. I'm going to just call it $100. May God bless you abundantly, sweetie. Tenfold. Hello, Chiron Energy. Welcome to the channel, baby. I cannot believe this. Are you serious right now? You really did. Coming in, sneaking in. I didn't even see it. Well, thank you. Hello, Rose Allen. Look at y'all. LaShonda back coming in, making a huge entrance. I must say. Hello, Cheryl. Oh, my goodness. Happy New Year. Making your coins. Well, go on and get it, girl, because I know you've been missing in action. I was wondering what happened to you and Queendom more. Hello. How y'all doing? See, I be remembering y'all. When y'all think I don't remember, enough time will go by, I'll be like, what happened to such and such and such and such? And I'll be remembering. Well, welcome back, sweetie. It's so pleasant to have you here. All right, so where was I at? Queen of Swords is in reverse with the Queen of Wands. So you're realizing this person been lying to you the whole time about this Queen of Wands in reverse. And maybe, I don't know, you'll find out they lied. So maybe you knew about the Queen of Wands in reverse, which is a fire sign. Could be a Leo. Don't have to be. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Queen of Swords is a Libra. But it could be in my air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Taurus, and I think I said Aries. Did I already say Aries? Ooh, my nose is itching. Did I say, y'all, that Pisces was out here? Cancer, Pisces, here with my moon. So here it is. You're seeing very clearly that this person, they got something coming. And you thinking about this. The message coming in, this person lied to you about what they had coming, who they was going to take with them. You're seeing it now. That this person been getting attention from whoever they ran off with. This Queen of Wands. It's like now you putting, you know how like sometimes you can't put all the dots together until you take a step back and was like, damn, I knew that they was talking to such a, but I didn't know, and I didn't know, and now it's like you're putting all the pieces together. The moon is in reverse. It's like you see it now. Hello, Cisco. Hello, Debbie. Thank you, Cisco, for the hot cocoa. I love it. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into it. We have the, what is this? The 5 of Cups is in reverse. World is in upright. So now you realize that information is coming in. This part, that thing where you thought somebody was going to come in and restore your faith. That's over. that's over. They lied to you. They're not coming back to restore your faith. It's over. You might as well just close the chapter on this person coming in to make stuff right. They're not coming to make anything right with you at this point. And I think you are very much seeing that this is somebody who, yeah. You thought it was going to be the two of y'all happy. And now you realizing, yeah, I see it now. There is no us being happy together. So it's like you were waiting just to be waiting. Yeah. This person is at a stalemate with you. You are opposite. 2 of Swords here in the upright. Leo energy with that sun. World, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Ace of Cups. This person is giving love offers to, they're getting love offers from other people who are paying attention to them with the Ace of Cups. So this is somebody who's on a high horse, accepting all these other people pouring into them with the Ace of Cups. They're at a stalemate with you, but they got all these people who put them up on a pedestal offering cups. And I think that's when you realize what was going on. So it was never, so when this person was telling you, oh yeah, baby, I got your back. Yeah, baby, I got you. They was really selling multiple people that same dream. And then it does look like they got one of these people pregnant and ran off into the sunset with them. Queen of Pentacles in the upright. See? Queen of Pentacles here in the upright. What we got? And the Ace of Swords in the upright. Now the truth is coming out about the person you thought who loved you, who was going to come back and take care of you, because, you know, Queen of Pentacles takes care of those they love. So the person that told you that they had your back, now you see the truth. The truth is, it's over. The truth is, this person was juggling you the entire time. They were never really happy. They couldn't have really been happy with you if they was juggling you. They also left you in a situation with your money juggling. Yeah. Death. This is the death card. They stepped on you and went off and birthed something new with someone else. Hello, Connie. This is so sad. Ace of Wands here is in reverse. Page of Pentacles is in reverse. 10 of Wands is in the upright. You realize that you're going to have to go in a whole nother direction. This person chose to go in another direction. You're going to have to go in another direction. They're not birthing anything with you. So you're just going to have to choose to go in another direction, because you see them going in another direction, because the truth is they're looking at you like you're a page. And for whatever reason, they see the Queen of Wands is like the one they want to be their empress. So your page, they feel like you don't have enough to complete anything. So it's almost like now you're seeing it. They're seeing you being in your situation where your money's upside down. Like, you come with a lot of burdens. And so now it's kind of making sense to you on why this person wants to be at a stalemate with you. Yeah. And with the and why they're blocking you. You feel like your situation, because you needed their help, this is why they didn't choose you. I need help. They may need to be with somebody who they felt like already had it. So then you're going, oh, okay, I guess I can, you trying to understand it. You trying to understand it. So like, and people do that. If they feel like somebody else is more on their level, they're going to choose somebody else that's more on their level. And temperance here is in the upright. So this person is blocking things, are like they're blocking themselves from your life. And so as far as them balancing stuff out with you, that you might as well, with death and temperance here on top of it, it's like you might as well just hang that up. That whole idea of them coming out, balancing out the scales, that's over. So, but you do realize that not only, okay, you're carrying a lot of burdens, but I do feel like you're realizing that, listen, this person who is at a stalemate with you, you have to protect yourself. You're going to have to fight to alchemize. You're going to have to fight because you're going to have to go in a whole nother direction. It's like, okay, I ain't got but one little baby, page of pentacles. I don't really have enough. I got enough to go, what do some people say? Taking from Paul to give to Peter, or stealing from Peter to give to Paul, whatever. You don't have enough, right? And so you got all these burdens. So you got to take whatever you have and you have to protect it if you want to ever alchemize yourself. Because this person's not going to help you alchemize. That's not even an idea anymore. So now it's like you're becoming more self-focused. Like, what can I do to help me? Because believing that they're coming, okay, this person has a whole nother person. This person's pregnant. There's things going on. They're not coming. So what am I going to do? What you going to do, collective? What you going to do? Hello, Lakeisha Evans. Welcome to the channel. Hello, Marley Ann. Welcome. Connie Ortega, did I speak to you, sweetheart? If I didn't, welcome to the channel. This is sad. Thank you. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. You know what I meant. The Magician in the upright. So now you're realizing that, listen, it's time to get to work. They're not coming. So whatever you thought they was going to birth, they're not coming. So what am I going to do? I have to become a master manifester. You're going to have to take whatever you have and make do. Somebody is getting to work. You got to take whatever little pinnacle you got and make it work. You close yourself off because you do have so many burdens. So you're closing yourself off. You got so much to carry on your own. You're closing yourself off. You probably stopped talking to everybody. I mean, you had already been left. Your person had already left you. But see, this is you realizing that you have the key. You got yourself into this. There has to be a way out. So you just decide to take your pinnacle and do whatever you can. Do whatever you can. I'm proud of you, collective. Yeah, because you still want your personal wish fulfillment. And right now, it may have felt like your personal wish fulfillment was being blocked. But listen, just because you're not with somebody don't mean that your dreams stop. If you still, listen, you break up with somebody who told you that y'all was going to get married. Does not mean that you still don't want to be a husband or a wife. Doesn't mean that you still don't want to have kids down the road. Okay, it's just not this person. Hey, if I still want it, I'm going to have to do something to go get it. So somebody is trying to figure out how to go get it. How you doing, John? Welcome, sweetheart. Yeah. You want to come out the cold. 5 of Pentacles. You want to come out the cold. So the only thing is looking like you're going to do is work. Put your head down. Stop talking to everybody and work. Knight of Pentacles. This is the beginning of a seed planting. Taking whatever you got left and planting those seeds. Because otherwise, you're not going to have a new start. So you got to do what you got to do with what you got. Chariot. You're realizing, listen, you're closed off and you're not, I don't even think you're really worried about somebody leaving at this point. They already left. The ship left, they left. Okay, they left. 10 of Pentacles. You realize that your person who you thought was your happily ever after, they're leaving you out. They was doing some stuff underneath the table, planning stuff, and probably under the cover of darkness. You didn't know that this person was playing strategic. You didn't know. You didn't know. So here it is. We got the 4 of Wands. You trying to come out the cold because you thought you and this person was going to work. Y'all was locked in. That y'all was going to be stable. Well, now that you're unstable, you're trying to come out the cold. This is hard work. This is hard work what you're doing. So listen, you decide 9 of Wands, 3 of Swords in reverse. Even though your person is out here sleeping with other people and connecting with them sexually, you decide to compartmentalize and you come to the realization you're not going to have the new start with this person. It's time to heal. I don't have a choice but to heal. Because listen, you can keep crying or fighting for this person, or at some point you're just going to have to deal with the cards you dealt and make do with it. And this is what this person's doing. Now I can't speak, take it as it resonates. Page of Swords is in reverse. It's like, so you stop talking to the person you thought you just stop talking to them. Okay, they're already gone. And it's almost like you're making up in your mind, I'm not going to talk to them anymore. I'm not talking to this person. The person I used to be if they call me, I'm done. In other words, by you saying you're done, and I don't know how I pulled this out, but then when I pulled it out, it's now in reverse. It's like you're now telling, this is not going to be my happily ever after. So by you not talking, this is like telling this person that you're not going to allow them to come in and play with your life. You're not going to come in and do that back and forth thing. Because, people do that. They'll cheat and wait a little while and come back around. All because to see if you'll let them. And you're making up your mind, no, this is that. Somebody just got focused on doing their work. Let's get some messy truth. What's going on with the messy truth? You all please double tap your screens and let's get the likes up, please, and thank you. What is going on in the messy truth oracle? Yep, JP said he had to wash his hands. Sometimes you just gotta accept it is what it is. It's gonna do what it do. People are not. Hanavi, did you burn something? Did you burn something? Are you using the fryer? Check it. Now. Sorry, y'all. I smell something. It is loud. Hold on. Let me go see what's going on here. What is going on? Hey. You can't. What's going on? Check it. Is there paper? Sometimes they got some liners. I smell something. Something is burning. It is loud. It smells so loud. Child, cannot kids. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. They'll do stuff and walk off. My bad. Excuse me, everybody. Hello, Dan B. Adolph, what's up? How y'all doing? Hello, Dina Musa. She said she's all right, but I don't know. I'm like, dog, this loud smell like burnt plastic. What is this smell I'm smelling? Okay. Now, if it was my son, I would be more concerned, Charlie, but my daughter is like, she just turned 15. She should be able to. to use the fryer. But I know that sometimes they'll put stuff in there and that air circulates. If you have a liner in there and no food on there trying to preheat it, it will it'll burn the liner. That's what it feels like to me. All right. Hello, Tanya, Rhea. Hello, welcome to the channel. All right, so let's see. What is the messy truth here, Holy Spirit? What is the messy truth that the collective needs to know? Spirit says they don't want it. The messy truth is you have a choice. There's 3 versions of this woman in this mirror. You could play the what if game with yourself if you want to. She's sitting there with her phone. She's sitting there with pieces of paper like evidence. There's 3 different versions of herself. See the moon over her head. So it's like she didn't foresee her being sad, depressed. She never saw this coming. And so Spirit says you could sit here and play the what if game where you're sitting in regret, you're over analyzing, or you're imagining different futures. You know, sometimes you could future fake yourself. And maybe that's why you're so upset. Maybe you thought you had dreamt, what if I married him? What if we run off and we're happy? And then it's like, oh, well then, you know, what about this and what about that? And like, you gotta kind of stop. This person is really, really sad. She's really sad. Like, she's real sad. That's that over analyzing and regret. Hello, Anaya. All right. What's up? You realize that, listen, sometimes when somebody burns the bridge with you, y'all, that's your final goodbye. Listen, there are some things that are unrepairable, that there are no way back from. And sometimes, y'all, it's hard to face the truth when somebody does stuff that is like there's just no coming back from it. When somebody has a kid, like that's one of the things. It's really hard to come back from. Like, you're making a family, you start a family with someone else. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to come back and repair a relationship with someone and they chose to have a baby with someone else. Now, don't get me wrong, people do it. They try to. I don't think that it's successful. When that happens, I don't know anybody who had somebody who stepped out, had a baby, they stayed together, and then it became all right. I don't know a single person, famous or otherwise, that I know personally, where they stepped out, had a baby, went back to their person, and they lived life like it never even happened. Unless something happened to the child's mother during birth, and the guy has to. Y'all remember that movie Denzel did with he did a movie where he had a side baby and the girl's mother died in childbirth, and he brought the baby home with his wife. You see what I'm saying? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I don't know who you are, but you need to go. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know who that is. How you doing, Rooster? You see what I'm saying? So here it is. You said what? Well, you know, some people just be like that. Hey, Jackie Sunshine. And Amara Singh, how are you, sweetheart? And Bobby Ireland, how you doing, sweetheart? So whoever this is, it's like, you know, I just don't know anybody who has a baby and then they're able to come back from it. People try. Do y'all know anybody? If y'all know some people that they did, you know, I don't know anybody who had a baby and they was able to like successfully have a relationship with the first person. But Denzel did a movie with Viola Davis, and it was supposed to be like in the 1950s or 40s or something like that. And he had a baby with this woman, and the mother died shortly after childbirth. He brought the baby home to his wife, and Viola had to raise the daughter like it was hers. Fences. Yep. That was a very interesting movie. Toxic Ties. You realize that this person has a lot of toxic ties. They have addictive behaviors that probably tied them to other people. This is also someone who is definitely racking up lots of karma. Lots of karma. You said that's your life, Adrian Jameson. I'm so sorry to hear that. But yeah, this person has a lot of toxic ties. This is people that they have addictions with, a lot of emotional change. You know how sometimes people will tell you they're done with someone, and we kind of seen that in the tarot that this person, they had other people that they were tied to that you knew nothing about. You know, hello, Fatima. It just be like that. In order for some of y'all to move on, you're gonna have to. Listen, it says muted, not moved on. Sometimes people will do stuff and they'll put you on mute. So in other words, it's like they hide their feelings. Somebody may have thought that you were faking your calm, that you were still hurting. You muted them, but you really weren't done. Like you said you were cutting the ties, but you really not cutting the ties. You really want to be with me. So they thought that you were just mad in the moment. And that you were faking your happiness. Now, it all depends on if you were successfully able to ignore this person. At some point, they're going to realize you are so serious. Now, if you one of the people who you talk to in 1 minute, you don't talk to, you in, you out, and you're giving them mixed messages, then yes, they're going to think you're just mad in the moment, and I'll be back over here in a minute. Okay? How you doing? You said you bet she fell in love with that beautiful baby girl. In the movie, she did. She ended up loving that. I mean, she raised her as her own. Soul come back online. Soul come back online. So this is you wanting your soul to come back online. In other words, you didn't want something to break your soul. You didn't want to be disconnected. You didn't want to just continue to sit here crying your eyes out. Eventually, your energy returned to you. You started to fall back into alignment, and you went through a spiritual reset. You healed your heart, and you also started to protect your energy, which is really, really important. See how her heart, her mind, like these particular chakras, the higher chakras, it's like, there's a circle around them because your mental is so important. Being able to speak your highest truth, being able to see through your third eye, your heart space, your self-confidence, that's sacral, the up part right up underneath here, near the diaphragm. All of that's really important because, I imagine this person rocked your foundation. Sometimes it's our self-esteem because the first thing some people like to do is, well, what was wrong with me that you want to go cheat on me? What did I do? Thank you, Adrienne, for the floating heart. And that's not, listen, you realize that your person, if they were to come back, they're faking their apology. Why do you feel like this? Because, sometimes people have manipulative guilt. Like they play like they understand, but see, this person, there's no real change. They're just here to gaslight you. Some people just want access to you, access to your life, access to your energy. So you look like, for whoever you are, you turned your back on this person giving you fake apologies. They're not really sorry, because if they were sorry, they wouldn't have ever done it in the first place. This person has broken your trust. Once the trust is broken, like seriously broken, a lot of times that's what does it. That's what burns the bridge, is breaking the trust. And see, she's standing here and it looks like she's walked in on someone in bed. Oh, speaking of which, why did I just see this thing right before I got on here? There was a girl, she had forgot something at home, went back to the house, opened the door, was getting ready to run into her bedroom, opened the door, and her husband was in the bed with no clothes on with her sister. She didn't know who she wanted to hit first. She had been married to him for like 5 years. This was her sister. I was sitting up there like, oh my God. She was like, oh my God. Tore their whole family up. Because like she was talking about, I'm telling my mom, I'm telling everybody. And they were like, we can't believe you're recording. She said, I don't know what made me pull my phone out and hit record. But she was recording. Caught him in bed with her sister. That's that type of stuff you can't come back from. I don't know. Do people not think about that, or do they just not care? I'm guessing some people are just so disconnected. They don't care if you never talk to your sister or you ruin y'all's family relationship. I just don't understand how you could do it. But it says here, broken trust, the lies, the cheating, promises have been shattered. It looks like she walked in on somebody who just had a rendezvous. And it's just looking like, okay, this is a bit much. A lot much. Adolf said they don't care. Yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting, is that most people don't that do stuff like that. Then I seen one lady, she had forgave her husband. Now, she had tried to tell him to stop having a conversation. She said he has worked with other women before. He had some sort of online business and he had never cheated. But one lady in particular, she said she had a bad feeling about it. She told him to watch that lady and to kind of stay away from her. He continued, and come to find out, she told him, if you continue, you're going to end up falling. I need you to stop talking to this lady. She was pregnant. He would continue. He ended up cheating. And when he cheated on her, she was real religious. So she wanted to save her marriage. But then, so they decided that they were going to try to go to counseling and stay together. Do you know the girl that he was cheating with started harassing his wife for like a whole year straight? Every time she went online, I was like, this is ridiculous. It made her life a living hell. And she was like, I just didn't want to give up on my marriage because I always wanted to be a wife and a mother. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Now, me with my little sister self, I was sitting here and I was like, Spirit, I just looked at her and I was like, he's still cheating. He's still cheating. He's still cheating on his wife. And I was like, he's still cheating. And they was like, yep. And I was like, so it's like she did all of this for what? Because she was having a hard time accepting it is what it is. It is what it is. The worst one though was but it was women and men that was doing it. It was really sad. It was really sad. It says here, with toxic ties, sometimes the truth will hurt when you realize that somebody is tied to their past. They have addictive behaviors with certain people. Those karmic ties, those emotional bonds that mean somebody, it's like it's always going to be an open door for this person and a past person. Sometimes, have you ever met somebody who can't get rid of their ex? Whether it's because they share a child. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see it too often with women that I know personally, but I have met many, not trying to be for y'all men or nothing like that, but I have seen a lot of men who blur the lines with their baby mothers. I don't know what that's about. It's like they're not in relationships, but it's like, I don't know, like this open door that I could just come back up. Like, I just don't understand this, but sometimes the truth hurts and you have to give yourself a reality check, the wake up call. And you just got to accept the truth is what it is. And you just got to look at things through a fresh pair of clear eyes. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know what that is, where it's like, I'm not with her, but she ain't going nowhere. And it's like the way that they make it sound like they still... I can go over here anytime I want to. We're not married, but we ain't done. It's just a lot. It just be a lot. Hello, Clifford and Empress. How are you, Empress D? Adrian said they delusional. And Brady said they do. Yeah, it'll be a lot of people. I just need that they be blurring the lines. Rehearsing the past. Mental scripts, guilt, self-blame. Should I say? Sometimes people will rehearse the past. And I don't know why they do that, but like when you look in the mirror and it's like you're trying to figure out what would you have done different? What should I have said? What should I have done? And it's like you're doing all this mental stuff. And it really just makes you feel a lot of guilt and blame yourself. When you play the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Sometimes I remember when I go through stuff like, and I mean, every person here has probably been through something similar at some point. I remember one of the things that I personally do, and yet maybe y'all, I don't know, you could implement this, is that I always ask God to help me to see it exactly for what it is. To not romanticize the past, to not make it into something I like start being delusional and acting and like make it, because people will do that. You will write a whole new future, even though what is going on is right in front of your face. And so you have to ask God to sometimes keep you present and keep the story exactly as it is so that you will not make excuses for their behavior and that you will not romanticize it so that they don't come in and out, and that you will stand firm on your decision. Because sometimes people come back and then they'll give you their excuse, and then that's when you'll be like, you'll lower your guard. You see what I'm saying? Yes, discernment, Brandon Thomas, and welcome to the channel. Hello, Ashley Jeffers. We haven't seen you in a minute. Welcome back. Marsha Scott, how are you? Yeah. Yeah. See what I'm saying? And they do that, Marsha. Always on their phone, taking the messages, going over. I gotta go over here. My kids over here. Child, be excuses just to cheat, child. I cannot. I cannot. Real eyes, real lies. See what I'm saying? When I just said about staying present, you got to see stuff really from exactly for what it is. You got to see stuff clearly. Because once the illusion has been cracked, you have to stay present. Look at it, what it is. And that way you could be aware. She was getting mad. Look at her. She got her fist balled up. Somebody's like she's ready to fight. And sometimes you are, once you really see who somebody is, like, dang, I got. It do make you kind of want to lash out a little bit. You said you don't get your hopes up. When it comes to somebody dating, when it comes to baby mothers. Spirit says it's time for you to glow up. If you have not already, it's time for somebody to take the time to start seeing yourself differently, healed. Oh, excuse me. My nose is itching. It says sometimes it's time for you to make the choice to choose you, to stop looking at the past and just take the time to go through the transformation, to rebuild your confidence, to work on the inner you, heal you from the inside out, choosing yourself. And when you do this, now I'm going to be honest with you. One of the first things that help with you glowing up is to delete the past. This looks like somebody is deleting someone out of her phone. She does not look happy about doing it, but that is sometimes what you need to do when the trust has been broken. You need to cut them off. You need to have some sort of digital closure, blocking people. You need to have a cold exit. Delete this person's name and phone number if you don't have children with them out of your phone. You need to stop following them, checking up on them. And some of y'all are so guilty of this, but I know it because I have seen enough stories on YouTube where people be like, I know I shouldn't be watching, but I'll check their page and I'll watch them. No, that's not a cold exit, because now you still have that emotional tie, which will hinder your getting to healing. So you have to stop checking their page, seeing what they're up to. And especially my people who can read, stop reading into their life. Don't do that. That is one of the biggest things that will keep you unhealed. Well, who they with, what they doing, what they doing with. Like, who gives a damn? And then, boy, like, they're not for you, so who cares? They're an asshole, so who cares? They showed you their biggest jerk, like one of the biggest jerks in the world, or she's the biggest whore in the world. Why do you care what she's doing? Let her be. She's exactly with the people that they need to be with, who are just like them, because like attracts like. And you are not like that. So why do you care? Why are you worrying about people beneath you? So you have to, like, when you find yourself feeling the need to be curious, that to me is a time when you need to pray. You need to pray and ask God to help you to stay present, to keep working on your healing, and to let go, to fully let go, so that you're not using, like, that's when people start misusing divination, being nosy. Some people will even astroplane into the dream world, and now you up here all in somebody's dreams being damn nosy. Like, no, you need to, Tariq, you laugh, but I'm so serious. There are spiritual people who know how to astroplane into dreams. And you'll be all up in there trying to have messages. You have to let go. And you need to pray every day that God will help you to move on and let go. And this is why, to me, an idle mind, it will make you do stuff like that. You got to find something to keep you busy. Find a project. Find something you want to do. Pick transmuting. This is what we mean when we say transmute the energy. Because that's a lot of negativity. So what are you going to do with it? If you take all that negative energy that's making you feel compulsive to stay in their life, then you're going to have to find you something to do, baby. Because in the mind, when they ain't got nothing to do, I wonder what they doing. Who gives a damn? Go find you something to do. Go exercise. Go garden. Go draw. Go learn how to play music. Go write a book. Write your feelings down. Go to the park. Go out to eat. Go to the movies. Go watch a funny movie. Do whatever you got to do to transmute the energy. Besides sitting there wondering what the hell they got going on. How you doing, Afro Rula? Yeah, my spirit will tickle my nose. Lately, it's been making me sneeze, some of the tickles. Once you get to a certain point, another thing Spirit is bringing out, when it says left on red, ignored, messages seen, no response. Some of y'all don't want to be, you're not able to block them. So you just leave them in your phone, but then you'll leave them on red. That way you'll know when they do think about you. Oh, they thought about me today. They text me. And I know because some of y'all will be fried enough to come in the comments and be like, he texted me today. She texted me today. I got this from them today. And it's like, how are you even still getting emails? You could block emails. You know that, right? You could block text. You know that, right? And mine was so slick, was trying to talk to me through Cash App. Blocked them there too. Got in my comments one day during my live, wanted to talk to me, blocking you there too. I'm going to block you every which way out of my life because you don't have a place here. When I'm done, I'm done. I will give people chances, but when I've had my final, I'm done, I mean that shit. And if you really want to get froggy with it, it is not beyond me to go get a restraining order for harassment. Like, I'm that dead ass serious. When I'm done, I'm done. I'll let you were done. You want to move on? We'll move on. And I'm moving on. And I don't care what they got going on. But some of y'all do. And Spirit says y'all be over here leaving them on red where the messages are seen, but you try not to respond. But when you do that, it's like you're still not fully healed because it's like you're still having a hard time with the truth that it's over. So you're wondering, do they think about me? Did they think about me today? Oh, they text me today. They thought about me. And even though some of y'all be like, F them, it make you a little bit happy to know that they text you and you didn't respond. I don't want to know. I don't care. But that's me. I mean, but some of y'all want to play that game. It was Spirit is telling you, it says you need to really clear out that digital closure. Unless you have a child with this person, then what is the purpose? What is the purpose? How you doing, Walter? How are you? Welcome to the channel. Cynthia Valentine. How are you, sweetness? Welcome to the channel. It says you never showed up. Remember how I said some of these people think that you're not done, that you still rehearse the past. I could have said this. I should have said this. And then you really just got them on muted. Hence, you still looking at those messages. It's only temporary. You're just mad right now. This is you. It says you never showed up. There was absent effort, emotionally unavailable, done trying. Some of these people barely gave y'all any effort. And when you really take a step back, you really did not realize that sometimes you would take their small efforts and blow them up in your head like they was really doing a lot. But when you take a real step back, you'll see that they didn't really try a whole lot. You know how sometimes people just come through, do something really, really nice, and it just kind of stays with you for a period of time, and you don't really realize they're not doing that much. This person really was emotionally unavailable the entire time. You were the one that sustained the relationship. You were the one who was calling. You was the one who was checking in and making sure that they had everything that they need. You didn't realize you was doing everything until you take a step back. And then once you really sit back and realize that somebody never showed up, that should be when you realize you should be done trying. Like, I'm done. All this effort and this is what I get. Oh no, you should be done. Brandon said his laziness effort was always on and off, was always going off. What's up, Joey Johnson? Yes, some people just give you the minimum, the bare minimum. They call just enough. They text just enough. They respond just enough for you to not be suspicious. But then when you get cheated on, then that's when you should be like, oh, so that's why. They'll text me back. They just take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours to do it. Oh, baby, I was with my homeboys. I was playing basketball. Oh, baby, I was doing this. I was with such and such, and I was doing this. Or she, yeah, honey, I was doing this. And they really be laid up somewhere. It be like that. It says used, then discarded. Some of y'all felt used, and then like somebody just threw you away. Like they just completely devalued you, like you had no worth. They treated you like emotional trash. All the gifts you gave, all the times you hugged and gave emotional support, and then they just discard you like none of that ish mattered. It hurts in the moment, but listen, I heard the most beautiful thing by Dr. Zell one time. He said his sister loves the antique, and she went to this estate sale, and they were throwing away this nice like cabinet or whatever. And she bought it for a little or nothing. When she got home, the cabinet was worth thousands and thousands of dollars. But see, at the estate sale, I think she got it for like less than $20. Like 10 or $20 bucks. But this thing was worth thousands of dollars. And so his question to the particular person that he was talking about, that he was helping, he said, just because someone owns something does not mean that they always recognize its value. Sometimes you have to just be with the right person. So just because his sister bought it for $20 did not mean that it was any less valuable. And that's the same thing applies to you. Just because you was with the wrong person does not mean that you're any less valuable, collective. You still are very valuable. You still, if you are somebody who, when you get in a relationship, you really are wife or husband material, that really, like you're really dating to be married type thing, don't let that make you feel less than. Because this person did not recognize your value. Because the first thing you wonder is, why are they discarding me? Don't they know who's going to do them better than me? You're just with the wrong person, sweetheart. So you need to be with somebody who understands your value. Like when she bought that piece, to her, it was valuable. She held on to the piece. Same thing goes for you. So maybe the next time the other person is going to recognize, oh my God, people like you don't come around often. And that's the one who snatches you up. Oh yeah, I'm this the one right here. And that, so you know what I'm saying? So don't get caught up on that one person who didn't recognize your worth, who discarded you like trash. And they do. And they'll just be off to the next. Like it just doesn't even matter. But do you know why people jump right into another relationship? Because they don't want to be sad. They don't want to think about the past. They don't want to think about hurting you. They don't want to think about, that type of thing. This is why people jump right into something else. Hello, Quinn Crawford. Ooh, that popped out. See, didn't I just say something about somebody being somebody's obsession? You watching them online? Please tell me this is not my collective. Y'all are out here watching somebody stalking them. That's unhealthy. Spirit said that is an unhealthy attachment when you're fixated on somebody and you have no peace unless you know what the hell they got going on. Ooh, they just updated their story. Oh my God, they just posted. You watching them through other people's accounts. I didn't even know that was a thing, because listen, I'm on YouTube, but I'm busy, child. I got way too much of my personal life going on to be worried about other people. But I was just listening to one girl said this woman was watching her through her friends' accounts. They'll watch you through other people that know them account to see what the hell going on. Do you know how strange that is to me? Child, if you don't find something to do. That is so weird. I'm gonna watch. Hey, I can't watch you directly, but I'm still cool with your sister Carol. So I'm gonna watch you through Carol's accounts to see what kind of stuff you on. Child. And that's another thing, trying to stay friends with somebody's family instead of just moving on. Some people, they won't go. Have you ever had that happen where somebody likes your family so much they don't want to go? They didn't did you dirty, but still want to be friends with your mama and your sisters or your brothers and still want to be in your circle. It's like, it's doing too much. Okay? What'd you say? Quinn Crawford, I'm not taking personal questions, sweetheart. Okay, this is for the collective of all 12 zodiac signs. You just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Hello, Joe Johnson. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Do I have anybody else that's new? Hello, Jacob Jolly. How are you? Is it Dana? Dana Cabaria? Welcome, sweetheart. You're Gerlash. Welcome. Ooh. Let me go back to the bottom. Okay. Anyway, it says some of y'all are going to just get steadfast. When somebody loses you, they lost you. It says you lost them. The final straw. Some of y'all have so much self-respect. Listen, your power sometimes is just in the power of moving on. That's a power move. When you love yourself enough to not look back. This is somebody out in the rain. She not giving him the time of day. She just looking for it. Like, I'm done. I said I was done. I meant I'm done. I'm done. Do you have enough self-respect for yourself to be done? It's 11:11. I see 11:11 here on the east. It says, listen. Now, sometimes, y'all, as you're trying to move on, for this is some of y'all who can still allowing these people to have somewhat of a foothold. I'm not going to talk to Sean. Sean cheated on me, but I still got Sean. I'm going to say cheating ass Sean or cheating ass in my phone. But then when cheating ass texts me, I see cheating ass sent me a message today. And then some of y'all end up right back here because you have not let go. It says, I gave you my all. You're sitting there and you're reminiscing the past. You're rereading messages, looking at pictures of the good times, thinking about all the times you overgave, how they drained you, how they didn't return your love. That's not going to help you. This is why I said sometimes you just got to cut it off at the door. This is so sad. It's so sad. And then this is the other thing some of y'all will do. Now you get mad. So it's like 1 minute you be crying, and right, about how you just gave them all this love and they didn't return it. And then you go from angry, from sad to mad. Things just never added up. I knew it. I knew their asses was being inconsistent. They always had me. I was always suspicious. I knew in my gut they was doing something. So you go from all these extremes when you don't cut it off at the door. You just gotta. Look at her. Now she mad. Mad at herself because she knew it. I knew it. I knew in my gut you was doing something. I knew it. Thank you, Alicia Pugh, for letting us know. Yeah, they shouldn't be in your phone. But some people still be holding on. Y'all know it because y'all be like, he texts me 3 times a day. And I be like, what you want me to do? Give you a big ups for that? How you even know they text you 3 times a day? How do you know? Are you done? Is it your private little joy to see when they think about you? Like, what are we doing, collective? Why do y'all do that? You know? Blocked and blessed. See? When you gonna block them and be blessed, child? Blessed with your damn peace of mind. Because you have created a boundary of no contact and created closure for your damn self. Blocked. Because you know what happens when you don't block somebody? You be on this emotional roller coaster right here. Checking for messages. Obsessing. All the unhealthy things. One is more healthier for you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And I'm listen, in this particular reading, this person was real crazy with it. They went so far as to have a baby. You really gonna check up on somebody who had a baby? Hello, Ashley Jeffers. Thank you for the bronze medal. Like, that's pretty bad. What's up, Reva Vanessa from California? Oh, thank you, sweetheart. It says, see? And then you be mad at yourself. Do you see the emotional roller coaster? You went from crying to then, I knew, angry, because you should have listened to your intuition, and now look at her now. You know what it says? It says, should have been done. I knew I should have been done. I should have known. I should have seen it's been over. And I just wasn't listening. But some of y'all, Spirit said, will continue to drag on the relationship. Just keep dragging it on when you know it was already over. Because you're in denial that it's not over. It hurts sometimes to go, damn it, the person accepting that a person is not who you thought they were. That is one of the hardest things, because we tell people the first time somebody shows you who they are, believe them. And then you believed it, and then come to find out they was really a wolf in sheep's clothing. And you might not want to believe that this person is a wolf man. They are wolf. And that they sold you something. They sold you a dream. They future faked you. They had you feeling emotions and falling in love and really believing that you was going to live one way. And then it's hard to accept it, like, damn, the dream is gone. But sometimes we just gotta just accept it's over. It's over. How you doing, Gabby and Shia Henderson? It is so hard sometimes to accept it, like, it is so over. Look at her. Look at her. She's just mad. I knew it was over. No, it ain't. But she the one who, it's like you going from angry to sad to mad. Are they watching me? Are they watching me? What they doing next? What they doing next? And then you sit there and then you go through this whole thing of being sad and mad and angry. And then you come down again. It's like a circle until you decide to get off the hamster wheel. How you doing, Alan? Let's get 3 more and then we're going to move on from this day, Holy Spirit. You said grandchildren as well. Alan York. I mean, and Great Escape. This could be anybody that does this. It don't have to be romantic, y'all. This could be anybody in your life. Sometimes we just don't want to believe that people are crazy. Hey, Nelly Du Bois. Welcome. See, Spirit said they need to be blocked as F. Blocked as F-U-C-K. You need to block them. That's how they need to be. Blocked. Ghosted. Shut out. Oh my God. This is you. Oh my God. Spirit is saying some of y'all actually. Thank you, Spirit. This is you. Some of y'all will call their number to see if they blocked you. And then you look all sad. Collective. Who in my collective is on this? I'm thinking you blocked them. You finding out you're blocked because you testing to see if they blocked you out their phone. I don't know what to say. You say your name is Heidi, the one that's under Alan York. Okay, hello, Heidi. What is going on with y'all? You want to know if this person has blocked you, or they ghosted you, or they just give you the silent treatment. Somebody's not done. There's somebody in the collective that's not done. And you testing the water because you just got to see. I don't even know what to say. And then you get mad and act hurt. Are you serious? You said, oh, Heidi's playing games with you, Alan. Oh, okay. Hey, James Booker. Listen, I didn't say it was you, James. I just said it's somebody in the collective, though. It's somebody who is not done. And Spirit is trying to help you, baby, get off the hamster wheel. Because their disrespect of you is loud. But your heart ain't let go. And you need to let go. Because this is sad. Because see, it says there's a new life that can begin. But somebody is over here, it said, you never really loved me. The truth is revealed. Your illusion was shattered. And now you're going through heartbreak. Because you feel like somebody just done moved on with their life. They done blocked you. Because you done tested it. Now they acting like you never existed. Well, honey, I mean, the truth hurts. But I don't know what to tell you other than I know sometimes y'all the truth hurts, but you're gonna have to sit down with spirit, ask God to help you. I'm not telling you not to cry. I'm not telling you not to have moments where it's gonna feel like it's up and down. But like this is unhealthy the way you're doing it. If you testing somebody, you gotta see they're muted. But see, this is why they thought you was muted, but you had not moved on. You was in a fake happiness, but you still checking on their stories. You still I'm gonna just call them for my number, see if they block me, if they unblock me. You know, am I blocked? And then if you block, now you say it. This must be like a fresh breakup for somebody. Like my chest hurt. It does get easier over time, but the best thing I can tell you to do is go sign your ass up for some classes. If you could work overtime, do that. You're going to have to find some time to do because you got too much free time if you're doing all this shit. That means you're not busy enough. If you got time to do everything that we've been talking about, you're not busy enough. You need to go find you something to do. Like, for real. Sign up for some classes. Learn something. Go buy you one of them paint by numbers. Go find you something. Go out. Do something where you're going to be around other people and you're not going to be worrying about what because they're living life. You need to go live yours. Because see, somebody is just sitting back. Because see, when you play these types of games with an ex, they will give you the hot and cold treatment. They'll come in 1 minute and act like they miss you. And then the next minute they're ghosting you. And then you looking confused because it's like you've allowed somebody to play with your life. And this is for somebody who is like, you have not fully closed the door. And I tell y'all that people will come in and out of your life if you allow it. If you allow it. So they'll give you those mixed signals that pull and push, that push and pull, that whiplash. Oh, I'm going to act like you gone, but then I'm going to pull you right back. I'm going to act like I'm done with you, but then I'm going to pull you right back. And I'm going to love on you for a minute. I'm going to make you feel good. Still got you. And then they go off about their business. Because they don't really give a damn about your feelings. And then you be sitting back over here sad. And if you see, look at her. Like, is somebody tracking somebody on their phone? Collective. If you and your person used to share locations, are you tracking somebody on your phone? Them and the third party. So now you out. She on her phone and she's seeing what them live. And now she said, this is the only way you would know where they at is if you was tracking them. Like, what the hell? So it says you chose them, the third party. There's betrayal, my replacement. I do think somebody's tracking somebody. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. And this is you. They always come back. If you allow them, people will always come back and give you false hope because you left the door open. And so it's like you're just going to be on this hamster wheel of pain and sorrow. This is what's at the top of the deck. It says the cycle of repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Same drama, different day, stuck in a loop because you will not close the door. That, I'm going to be honest with you, that'll be the first thing I do. Door shut, can't come back. Nope, that's it. ain't no back and forth. Ain't no back. And then you know what? And you could tell if it's going to be a back and forth. All you got to do is ask one question. Are you going to do right by me? And somebody said, if they put a stipulation on, like, let's say, I'm going to give you an example. This is exactly what happened to me. Something was owed to me. Are you going to give me my stuff? Yeah, you going to let me come over and see you? No, you don't put stipulations on what's mine. You're going to give me what's mine or you're not. Well, if I can't be a part of your life, then no then. So this is how we're going to move forward. And this is what your girl did. This is how we move forward. From this day forth, do not call me. It is over. You can keep whatever it is. If you want me to jump through hoops for what's rightfully mine, not happening. We're done. Don't call me. And I mean what I say. And I stand on business. That's how you handle it. You don't sit here and allow somebody to play with you. And I don't give a damn what it is. Because people will leave stuff like, oh my God, especially if y'all share the space. People will leave shit just so they can have a reason to come back and see what the hell you got going on. Take all your shit. All of it. Everything. Every coat, every earring, ladies, perfume, fellas, she leave anything. Take your stuff and go. Throw away them toothbrushes. Throw away whatever. And keep it pushing. Because people will use an excuse of, hey, you got my such and such over there. And if they don't take it, then throw that shit in the trash. And only like I'm telling you, people will give you indications when they're gonna play with you, and you just gotta cut it off at the door. Cause look. When I look down, it says because this ain't love, it's control. Somebody want to control you. That's a power play. Cause they're in their ego. Oh no, we ain't doing that. Oh my God, whoever this is, whichever one of y'all is stalking somebody's socials, please stop. Please stop. It says, watching, lurking, secretly obsessed. There needs to be a no contact zone. It needs to be no contact where it's like enforced distance, not no silent game where you still attached. No, there needs to be like a complete, I'm done. And if you're having a hard time and you feel like I know they do me wrong, but I just can't help it. Y'all know, I'm going to always tell you, I don't care what race you are. And black people, y'all know, y'all are the worst for this. Go sit on somebody's couch. If somebody is repeatedly doing you wrong and you cannot let go, and for some reason, I know that they're going to hurt me, but I just can't help myself, you need to go sit on somebody's couch and fix it before it becomes like some sort of weird obsession with, for some of y'all, it's kind of looking that way. Go sit on somebody's couch. Sometimes you don't, listen, you know it's wrong, but you keep doing it anyway. You need help. Sometimes people need help. I'm just saying, some people do need help. Hey, Jeremy. How you doing, Jeremy Burks? Hello, Nina. That's what I'm saying, or pray, because this is absolutely ridiculous. Sit up here, allow somebody to make a fool of you. Child, absolutely not. Or play with your life like this. Play with your emotions. And I always tell y'all, if they don't love you, it's two of y'all in this relationship. Who the hell's loving you? Who's going to love you? If they don't love you, do you love yourself enough to say, damn it, I love me enough to protect myself. I love me enough to recognize my value. I love me enough to not allow nobody to keep stepping on me. Damn it, somebody got to defend you. And if you give up on yourself, then God, dog, something is wrong here. Where's your love and respect for your damn self? And if you ain't got it, again, go sit on somebody's couch. Sometimes you need help. And I think you need help. I am so for real. What you say? I'm so for real. Hey, because that is so sad. That is so sad when you don't love yourself enough to realize that when you're being disrespectful and being disrespected and you just keep allowing somebody to disrespect you. We deserve better, collective. You deserve better. All right. Now, this is a crystal deck. Now, this is not so much because I was talking to spirit in my head about this. This deck, while it talks about crystals, it's not so much the crystals that I'm concerned with as much as it's the message. Somebody is going through, different ones of y'all be going through different things at different times. A lot of my collective I thought had healed, but there's always new people coming to the channel. Some people are fresh in their breakup. Some people are just now finding out, and this is hard for them. So, take it as it resonates, okay? Because we're on different timelines. Now, with the guardian of the air, what is being said here is they want you to breathe. When you are ungrounded, your heart has been broken. One of the first things is that you don't feel grounded. And you have to learn to breathe. Sometimes when people find out they've been cheated on, they start hyperventilating, crying uncontrollably. And Spirit is saying breathe. Get control of your breathing. Because it says, like the wind, the air element is always moving and changing. It can help clear your mind. It will help you to see things from a new perspective. You need to learn how to take some deep breaths and do keep doing that until you're able to calm down. Okay. It says breathing in the power of the wind to allow the energy to fill your lungs will help you to have clarity, inspiration, and renewed focus. Because that's what we want to do. We want to renew our focus. All right. And then it says here, the keepers of the kyanite. Okay. And I guess it's a blue crystal. It says, it says using your intuition. That's the main thing. Okay. I don't really care about the crystals as much as I do the message. So they want you to use your intuition. They want you to let go of any judgments or preconceptions that might be clouding your perceptions. Let go of judgments and preconceptions that could be clouding your perceptions. So kyanite is supposed to help you tap you into your intuition and your inner wisdom, which will help you guide you towards the path that's best for you. Now, in other words, Spirit is saying by you trusting your intuition. Now, if your intuition did not see this coming, then you need to pray for spiritual discernment, that it is sharpened, and that you also need to pray that you trust when you are getting messages. Because sometimes people will see it and ignore it. I used to do that. But you need to ask God to help you to accept what you see. Don't turn the red flags you see, paint them white or turn them green. When you see a red flag, it's a red flag. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it, okay? Hello, Melissa Howell. It says, keeper of the low light. I guess it's a purple or a bluish, maybe it's blue, purplish blue crystal here. It says it's about the journey. This keeper reminds you that you are on a journey. You have the power to create the life you desire. Embrace the energy of the low light and allow it to support you. You're being guided towards your true purpose and destiny, and the low light will help you to see the way. Now, my favorite thing to tell myself when I go through things, I'm just giving you stuff that works for me, is if God brought me to it, it's because I can get through it. If God brings it to me, it's because I can get through it. Now, is it always easy? No. Has there been times it felt like it was more than I can handle? Yes. But one of the things that I always reminded myself is, one, this too shall pass. And okay, right now, this does not look like the life I want. What did I do wrong that got me to this point? And this is when you go back and using your intuition, you will go back and you will reverse engineer your relationship and see, how did you get here? There were choices and decisions that got you here. It's not just that somebody just ran out and cheated on you. There were certain things, certain red flags, certain things you did. You got to own your part of your story, baby. You got to figure out where you went wrong so you can create the life you want. This is not the life I want. But believe it or not, there were certain choices and decisions that got you right here to this life that you don't want. So what choices and decisions did I make? So I can avoid those so that when I do try to make the next thing, I make better choices and decisions so I get my actual desire. Sometimes, y'all, believe it or not, you choose the wrong person. You want somebody to be your person so damn bad that you just ignoring the fact that, hey man, you shouldn't even be talking to them. They ain't even on your damn level. Men do it, women do it. There's times we talk to people who are well below our level. You should have never gave a damn time of day. And they gave you little signs and hints that they really ain't it. But you thought that, well, they got potential. And then potential never show up. Giving in too much. Oh, baby, I got it. Being overly helpful because you in love. Moving too fast because, you've been by yourself for a while and you just got to get it in. Sex changes your viewpoint of a lot of things. Why do you think so many people want to have sex so fast? And God forbid you meet a witch or a warlock. There's no sex magic. Gotcha. You're going to learn to quit moving so fast. You're going to learn to pump your brakes. And I'm talking like this to y'all because y'all spiritual. And not every witch or warlock is on the negative, but some of them are. But you come into contact with one of them, people ask you, and girls, it's not cute if a man asks for your panties. Baby, let me keep those. Warlock. Anybody who asks you for an item of yours, guarantee they doing some bibbity bopping and booing on it. I'm for real. I'm so dead ass serious. That's not cute. Oh, he doing my panties. He gonna stiff my panties. No, girl, that's not cute. Fellas, that's not cute. And beware of people making you food. I'm so dead ass serious. Men too. They put stuff in them cupcakes, ladies. There be reasons why you can't let go. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. You better watch. Listen, what I'm telling y'all is 100% true. Either you can take it, you get mad, you be like, hey, but I'm telling you from experience, you better watch it. Everybody ain't on the up and up that's spiritual. Some of these people do dark ass shit and try to use people to manipulate and get over. It says, listen, I ain't saying never eat their food, but if somebody first meeting you and ain't doing stuff, you don't know what people be doing. And I love to eat. Like, I like cooking, like men who can cook. I love that. I mean, but you got to watch them. You know, it's one thing y'all cooking together, but if somebody just met you, the stuff that I have seen, child, I don't trust nobody. That's just some of the stuff that I have found out that people be doing. I be like, God, for real. Yeah. It make you pump your brakes. You know? Hello, Ursula. Thank you for the floating heart and welcome to the channel. Shea Henderson, Saja. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the channel. Anybody who just came in, if I missed your name, welcome. Chattahoochee hippie. I got to slow down saying that. How you doing, sweetie? All right. So let's talk about it. It says the keeper of the flames. Very red. Reminds me of an Aries. All that red. Y'all know y'all like red like it. It says embrace the fiery energy of the fire element. Okay. The fire element is about your empowerment. Okay. They want you to allow the fire element to ignite your inner passions and your motivation. Let it fuel the journey towards personal growth and empowerment. Listen, when things break you, you have to make a sound decision that, okay, I can either continue to cry, which is getting me nowhere. I can allow this person in and out of my life, again, which is getting you nowhere, or you could make a decision that, you know what, I can let this be one of the greatest lessons, the greatest comebacks of all time. This is when you take all of that pain and you start to turn it into passion, which ignites your motivation, and you start putting it into something creative. You don't have to sit here and keep putting all your energies into tears. Sit down, write a plan, and start getting busy. Some of y'all need to, if you sign up to go to the gym, actually show up and go. Take a dance class. If there's something where it's like you could sip and paint, go do that. Take yourself out. Do something so you stay busy. And the more busy you get, like you just decide, like, I'm not going to keep crying. I'm going to keep motivating myself towards being the most healthy version of myself. Because, like, ain't nothing worse than when you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, your eyes look puffy, you got the tear marks, and for my ladies, your makeup is all... You know what I'm saying? You got your mascara, it got the dark circles, you know what I mean? And even my fellas sometimes, being a cry every now and then, and you catch yourself, you know, they might cry in the shower. You catch yourself and you go, you know what? I can't keep doing this to myself. I'm going to have to put this energy, because it's still energy. I have to put this energy somewhere else. And this is when you start finding things to do. And I'm not telling you to avoid the problem, but what I am telling you to do is it keeps you busy enough and things will come up, but if you stay busy, it won't be as bad. It's like compartmentalizing. You still gonna have flare-ups, but it's not gonna be as bad as if you just didn't have nothing to do with your life at all. You just sitting there in the house, watching the phone, watching them live their life, watching them going out, and you online. Somebody was doing that, watching them online, stalking them. Live your life. You still alive. You had a life before they came into your life, right? Go back. They chose not to be a part of your world. And listen, y'all, one of the things I need you to absolutely remember is this right here. If somebody leaves your world, they were never meant for you, baby. Because listen, what is for you can never be withheld from you. So if a door closes, there is infinite possibilities in the universe. Infinite. So if one door closes, that's not the path. If one person walks out on you, they're not the person. There is infinite possibilities, an infinite amount of people on this planet. It's not this one person. It might hurt. You may have your reasons on why you wanted it to be this person, but if they can't live up to your standard, they just can't live up to it. Again, that's like trying to wear somebody's shoe that don't fit. They're the shoe that don't fit. Either it's too big or it's too small, and you got to find something that's just right for you. Okay? Keep that in mind. How you doing, living life? Welcome to the channel. Melinda Jones. Hello. All right. I'm going to give y'all two more. It says Moonstone Guardian. And like I said, this is more so about the message than it is the crystal. Okay, the moonstone holds energy that the divine feminine and the power of the moon. It reminds you to honor the ebbs and flows of life, to embrace the cycles of change, and to trust in the natural rhythm of the universe. The universe has its own rhythm. There are ebbs and flows. Ain't nobody's life going to be 100% happy all the time, just like your life will never always be horrible. Trouble cannot last always. There's a time and a place for everything. Ebbs and flows. Life is ebbs and flows. And so you have to just accept that you on that one, that ebb or that flow of this ain't it right now. But it doesn't mean you can get off of that by how you set yourself up. But like, remember what we said here with where you putting your passion. Is it going to be in the tears? Thank you. Or is it going to be into a project? I'm trying to teach you how to transmute. Okay. So thank you so much, Melinda, for the $4.99 super chat. May God bless you tenfold. So here it is. Spirit is wanting you to honor your ebbs and flows. And just know that, listen, things are going to change, but you got to trust that things are going to get better. It says guardian of the azurite. And it says your inner guidance. Okay. The azurite's energy is deeply connected to your third eye. Your third eye chakra, which is associated with your intuition, your perception, and your spiritual insight. So you're being called to explore the inner realms of your being, beyond the surface level of everyday experiences. Trust that the answers you seek will come in divine timing. Sometimes we don't know exactly why we're going through something right here, right now, but everything happens in divine timing. Now, notice that it said your inner guidance by your intuition, your perception, and your spiritual insight. One of the things that I do want you to do for people who are going through this is ask yourself what this person was supposed to teach you. There's a reason you chose this person. There's a reason why this person is mirroring something about you back to you. Even if your person is the biggest jerk in the world. They're showing you something about yourself. And it can be hard for you to, you might be like, I am nowhere like this person. I would never do the stuff that they do. But they're showing you something about your personality that's mirroring back to you. And a lot of times for people who, like, let's say your person, we're just going to keep it for what it was in the tarot. They ran out and they had a baby on you, right? One of the things, what do they teach you about yourself? That you don't have any value for yourself. You may be like, what? Yeah, they're teaching you that you don't have value, especially if you're allowing somebody to come in and out your life. They're also teaching you that you ignore red flags and you paint them green. They're also maybe showing you that you overgive. That you are really, sometimes they show you that you're being desperate and that you need to slow down. Now, what I just said is not fun when you hold up the mirror and ask yourself what this person was supposed to teach you about yourself. That is not an easy thing to do. Now, if you have a hard time pulling that out and seeing how this person is reflecting, like, I'm just nothing like this person. What is it that they're teaching me? A lot of times is that there's no self-love. Because if you allow somebody to hit you, then you don't love yourself. If you allow somebody to constantly talk to you and you don't stand up for yourself, and you're allowing them to push, like, to just treat you any kind of way, there's a self-love issue here. You want better, and you want them to give you better, but you're wanting them to give you something that you're not giving yourself. You want them to respect you, but you're not respecting yourself. You want them to not put their, to mistreat you, but you don't realize that by allowing the behavior, you're mistreating yourself. And you have to love you first. It starts and ends with you. And then one of the things that we have to do sometimes is ask the divine to teach us, the people that are in our orbit, what is this person trying to teach me about me? Everybody that is in your inner circle is teaching you something about yourself, whether it's a positive or a negative. Everybody. Especially the people who get on your nerves the most. There's something about your personality. That's why they irritate you so bad. It's called shadow work. This is one of the things you got to work on. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Keeper of the Garnet. Beautiful she is, with her beautiful red dress. And it says passion. Ooh, we ain't never had this one. It says, now it's time to take action and pursue your deepest passions. Allow the energy of the garnet to fuel your inner fire, to give you the strength and the courage to follow your heart's desires. Sometimes it takes strength and courage to move on. It takes strength and courage to mentally remind yourself that you got to heal. I got to take care of me. This is not healthy. I cannot sit up here and check my phone to see if they called today. This is not healthy. That takes courage and strength, believe it or not, sometimes to just get out of our old habits of wanting to see what somebody else is doing. And you're going to have to take all of that energy and transmute it. I keep saying it. This is called transmuting the energy. Go through the transformation. Understand your role of your story. That's so important. It says, this is the turquoise guardian. Beautiful. She looks very Native American. I love it. It says your divine connection. Wow. We got two divine connections. Both of these. The Keeper of the Amethyst and the Keeper of the turquoise. Both of these say divine connection. All right. It says the turquoise is here to help bring great wisdom and help you to strengthen your connection to your intuition and your spirit. So turquoise is one of those things. It's a crystal that is used for those items. But what I care more about, like I said, is the message. Spirit wants you to take some time during this breakup for some of y'all to focus on your divine connection. Okay. This is a time where you can actually gain a lot of wisdom. Lots and lots of wisdom, and strengthen your connection to the divine or whatever you believe in. Being solitary is not always fun for some people, especially if you're extrovert. But when you are by yourself and you don't have everybody telling you what you should have, could have done, or what you should have done differently, or getting opinions of other people, when it's just you and your thoughts and the divine, this will help strengthen your connection. Okay. And it will actually help your intuition to strengthen if you take that time. Now, it says here with the Keeper of the Amethyst, and this is also about your divine connection. They want you to trust in the power of the amethyst to guide your journey to strengthen your connection to the divine. So in other words, when you are spending time by yourself, just know that that is not time that is wasted. One, because it does strengthen your, like it said, strengthen your connection to the divine, but it will also strengthen your intuition, which is so important, so that the next time your spiritual discernment will better weed out the people who you're trying to date before you get cheated on, or before, like, you just avoid dating the wrong person. So sometimes taking this little time to ourselves, and men, I hate to call y'all out, but y'all are like quick. There are a few women who will jump right into a relationship, but I see more men do it than women. You got to take that time to sit with yourself in the divine. And I'm not talking about no week. Now, this is with Dr. Zeb's advice. Now, I'm just using him and he is on YouTube if you want to watch him. Dr. Zeb's advice is you need, he said it's 3 months. Is it 3 months for every month you were together. For every month you was together, you need 3 months to heal. That's a long time for some of y'all. You've been dating somebody 3 or 4 years. You want me to sit down for this long to heal? Yeah. And see, let me tell y'all something. Before you be like, hell no. Before you say hell no, listen. That is time worth taking. Because imagine if you're tired of dating the wrong person or you was in a bad relationship, y'all, taking time to heal is the best thing you could ever do for yourself. Because that means that you really are invested in your next relationship being lasting. So you want to come with your best foot forward. Don't just be in a rush because you want attention or you want to have sex or you just need to be up under somebody. Like, you're going to have to learn how to self-regulate, baby, because taking the time to heal yourself so that your next relationship is enduring, it can stand the test of time, it's worth it. It is worth doing the self-healing work. Now, if you just want to keep having little flings, then knock yourself out. But you're going to get tired of it. And men don't like being cheated on any more than women like being cheated on. But people do it every day. How you doing, Vicky? 1599 and Jessica. And I know that sounds so crazy. You say, oh no, it was 15 years. It's some crazy number like that. It's like 2 or 3 months for every month or something like that. And so sometimes it takes a while. But why does it take so long? Because you got a life to impact. Especially those of y'all who've been in a relationship for 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 years. Oh my goodness. You mean I gotta spend time? Yes, because guess what? Those are all the times that you did not have with you. You may say with me, yeah, because when it's just you and it's you and the divine, you're learning you. You're falling in love with you. So it ain't just about self-healing. The self-healing is about you learning yourself. Learning your strengths, learning your personality, learning your shadow side, learning, okay, sometimes when I get into relationships, I had an abandonment issue and I can be a little clingy and I need to move like that. Like, you got to learn yourself. And sometimes we think we do, but we've been in a relationship for a long time. You identify sometimes yourself with your role. I'm Keith's wife. I'm Celeste's husband. I'm the kid's father. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to be a new you. That's no longer your title as Keith's wife or Celeste's husband or whomever's boyfriend or girlfriend. And now you got to put on a new hat. And so it takes time for you to develop who this new you is. Who are you? What is your new boundary? Where does this line go? Do you see what I'm saying? I ain't trying to harp it. How you doing, 79 Arizona? But you know what I'm saying? It's worth it to me. It would be better. I mean, and I get it. Some of y'all, you said you're going to be 40. You're going to be 47, and I get it, especially for the ones who are older. How you doing, Nelly Du Bois and Jessica? Welcome, Jessica Little Elk. Welcome. I'm not trying to make you feel like you got to take forever, especially for my older ones. But it would be better for you to have a relationship. Even if it didn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how long. We never know. Nobody knows how their day, when we're going to leave out of here. But it'd be better for you to have a healthy relationship in the time that you do have left than to have it with something that makes you feel less than or hurts you or it just keeps being trashy relationships. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we just have to figure out what do we value? What do we want? How do I want? Because remember, you're trying to create the life you want. You want a certain type of life. Well, certain things have to come with it because like attracts like. This is why the self-healing work is so important. If you don't heal certain parts of yourself, then you're going to attract exactly what you are. And for some of y'all, it's broken. You're broken and you haven't healed. And so you find you somebody else who's broken who hasn't healed. People who are serial cheaters, that is a sign that something is broken. It is. Whether it's a childhood wound, and this is why you there's something that ain't right. Do you have a self-esteem issue? That, it makes me feel good about myself because, multiple women like me. Or multiple guys give me attention. People don't like it, but that's part of it. That's part of the self-healing work. Why do you need so much attention? Why do you need to jump right into something? What's wrong with going to sit down and be by yourself a little bit? Ask yourself. See how I'm asking these questions? This is making your intuition work. This is how you can jumpstart your intuition, by asking yourself the right questions. I think I had said something about this the other day. How you doing, General Guy? Okay. You said they want your light. Hello, Vicky. Arizona 79 says she's never had kids. Well, sometimes people think you lucky when you ain't, it all depends on the person. Bronzonite Guardian. And this is your last one. It's about clarity at the end of the day. Bronzonite is a powerful ally when it comes to finding clarity and direction in your life. You need to allow the energy of Bronzonite to help you find your way, even in the midst of uncertainty. Now, I don't care too much about the crystals right now as much as I do the message. The problem is clarity. What are you going to do to help you find your way and help point you in the right direction? You got to take the time to sit down to gain clarity. Clarity does not come from jumping right into something else, because then you're avoiding all the lessons that God had. There are lessons there. You were right here with someone. You went through an experience, and there are many lessons that you could have learned from. But if you jump right into the next relationship, then you're not learning those lessons. So guess what you're going to probably do? Repeat them. You're going to repeat the same lessons until you take the time to sit down and get clarity and make direction. I want my life to be this way. And so in order for me to have my life to be this way, I'm going to have to make better choices and decisions in this area right here. And anything that does not meet this standard, because I now have a new boundary, then I'm going to avoid this, that, and the other. But if you don't take the time, then you're going to be on that circle of uncertainty and just repeating same different body, same spirit. Like when you keep dating the same type of person over and over and over again, it's time to get off the hamster wheel. We don't want to keep dating the old person over and over and over again. Nobody wants that. So then sit down and pull out the lessons and do the self-healing work so we can heal, right? This is what we're going for. All right. I hope y'all learned something. We talked a lot about relationships. Now, why are we talking so much about relationships? Because a lot of you guys are getting ready to enter new relationships. Spring is almost here, you guys. And I told y'all, we have done the readings on the new love. Y'all have new love coming in. We also have some people who are just now breaking up. Now, for those of y'all who have been with me for a while and you've been manifesting love, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. We want it to be successful. You are never done working on yourself. So continue to work on yourself, because like will attract like. Whatever you are is what you will attract. So come out the gate, try to be your highest and best self, so you will attract somebody else who will match that energy. Okay? So congratulations on those who are moving into spring. Remember, it's coming. It's coming. Between now and summer, for some of y'all, we're supposed to be, things are getting ready to speed up, and you're going to find your new person, and I hope you're ready. Because ain't nothing worse than meeting somebody who is fully healed, who got it going on, and come to find out now, instead of the other person being the problem, you're the problem because you didn't do the damn work. Oh, I can't imagine losing a good person because I'm toxic and I didn't heal some sort of childhood wounding. That has got to feel like the worst feeling in the world, because guess what? If they see that you're unhealed, they'll give you patience. But normally people who are real good people, who love themselves, that are fully healed, they're not trying to look to you to complete them. If they will give you a little bit of grace, but they will also have enough love for themselves to let your ass go. It ain't nothing worse than somebody losing out on a good person because you wasn't ready. Think about what I'm saying. That's it. That's all. I want to thank the Most High, His Son, and the Holy Spirit. I want to thank JP the God and Bit by Charlie for moderating. I want to thank my girl LaShonda who came through. Her and the other young lady, hello, Florida Beach girl. Not her. Florida Beach girl wasn't the one who gave up money, but thank you to LaShonda and the other young lady who gave the super chat. LaShonda came through with $100 super chat. Okay. Thank you all for the 474 jewels. I was just saying hey to Florida, Florida Beach girl. Okay. Thank you to everybody. If I missed your name, I do apologize. Thank you all for the 196 likes. I appreciate you all. We will be doing the all. If I get back in time, we will do the all signs reading tomorrow. If not, we'll push it to Sunday. Okay, we're going to still do the collective at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific Standard, 8:30 Central. But on Saturday, that's my all signs. But normally, the time that I started, I have to pick up my daughter. So I might just push it back like 30 minutes, 40 minutes for the all sign. We normally start at 3:30. So I might start it somewhere between 4 and 4:30. And we go through Aries through Pisces. Y'all like the all signs. They're fun. Okay, quick little messages for each sign. I love it. So we'll be doing that tomorrow, somewhere between 4-ish, 4 and 4:30-ish. Okay. And then I still got a few shits to do, which may be Sunday. Okay. And that's it. That's all. I want to thank everybody for being here. If you need a personal, I'm lighttarot@gmail.com. I love y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you, Diana Lynn, for the bronze medal. Hello, Jackie Sunshine. I am so happy to see everybody, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, baby.